Hello, and welcome to History of DHTM Characters. Today, we're going to be discussing the character Kiyomi Tokiyama. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more awesome content like this. Kiyomi is the daughter of Kazumi Hiroshima and Natsu Tokiyama. She is also the granddaughter of Jirei Tokiyama. In Dante Hinton the Movie 1, Kiyomi along with her grandfather were sent on a mission to recruit as many fighters as possible to enter Ujinra's tournament in order to defeat him. During this mission, she was hurled into the real world, while being chased by a swarm of creatures. Kiyomi eventually meets a confused Dante as they fight off the creatures. Using a pendant called Fu, both Kiyomi and Dante head back to the sacred realm as a violent storm brews. Losing track of Dante, Kiyomi goes on a hunt again as she fights countless creatures, eventually finding him. She trains him for the tournament after her grandfather explained the details. During the tournament, she learns that Dante was captured by Kazumi, which Kiyomi later learns that she is her mother. At the end of the tournament, Kiyomi finds out that Dante defeated Ujinra and returned home. However, Kiyomi is curious to know about her parents. So Jirei explains to her about her roots. In Dante Hinton the Movie 2, Kiyomi alongside the Slayer squad fight against a group of assassins led by Ujinra Kazumura and barely survives an explosion. Believing Jirei is killed in the explosion, Kiyomi out of pure rage, looks for Ujinra and the assassins. At the tournament, Kiyomi learns that her mother Kazumi is alive and plans on looking for her as well. She is scheduled to face off against Dante, but he was nowhere to be found, and she was declared the winner by default. As she advances to semi-final round, Kiyomi is scheduled to face off against Ryoko Itsuka, and she viciously defeats her. Unfortunately, she was captured by Ujinra Kazumura. In the Movie 3, Kiyomi awakens from a year coma and finds out Ujinra has started a war in the sacred realm. She was told by Queen Sharon that Kazumi was killed and Ujinra planned on killing her resurrected father Natsu Tokiyama, which he does unfortunately. Luckily, she was able to meet him before his battle. After assisting Trey and defeating Ujinra's soldiers, Kiyomi became possessed by Tsujaku Venomous and nearly kills him. In Dante Hinton the Movie 4, Kiyomi creates an independent guild called Slash, but they betray her and leave her dead during a mission. Thanks to Kaguya Miroka, Kiyomi was restored to life. As she returned to normal, she learns that her grandfather is still alive. Unknown to her, she became a huge target for Conley Amakusa, who has been resurrected and out to get the powers she unknowingly possessed. Kiyomi rips through an army of soldiers, but ends up falling unconscious due to the cursed sword's power. In the fifth movie, Kiyomi attempts to escape Conley's underground prison. She does, thanks to Kaguya, whom she believed at first was working with Conley. Kiyomi defeats various opponents, including Midnight Salazar, after the power of Delvori Azuto was awakened. James the Predator assisted her to fight against Conley. Though in the end of the battle, Midnight Salazar defeats Conley, but Kiyomi finishes him off as the Black Dragon King disappears mysteriously. Dante Hinton the Movie 6 is where the final showdown begins as Kiyomi is released from the Sacred Realm prison. She still believes that Dante killed her grandfather, Tori Yozigi, and Tori Volvo explains to her that Dante didn't return to Sacred Realm until a week after she brought into custody. After defeating Leah Maxwell, Kiyomi transforms into Delvori Azuto and faces off against Princess Ruby, whom Ujinra killed nearly 10 years ago, but unexplainably resurrected. In the end of the series, she assists Dante on defeating Midnight Salazar and saving the world.